Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Laurasia, Andrea, and I am back with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about my piercings. Yes, you guys have been asking me over and over again about my piercings, so I'm finally here to show you guys and let you guys know what kind of piercings that I have in in what spots and everything, just to kind of help you guys get an idea if you're interested in getting something like a microdermal, or if you're interested in getting the piercing designs that I have on my body. So definitely stay tuned for the rest of the video if you're interested. So to start out, I have 5 microdermals, which are the little diamonds on the side of my face, as well as I have them on the side of my shoulder, which I will show you guys later on in the video. And I also have 2 nose piercings on my nose, and then a septum in my ear. What the hell, a septum in my nose right here. And then I also have 0 gauges. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are wondering what size my gauges are, but they are 0 gauges, so that's what I have too. I consider this a piercing because the stage to get to 0 gauges is a lot. You're practically piercing your ear, so I consider it like a body piercing in a sort of a way. I also have my belly button pierce as well. So I'm going to talk about the main question that everyone has been asking me, and that is my microdermal piercing. So I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see up close what I'm talking about. These are my microdermal piercings. So I have 3, and I have it going around my orbital bone and my brow shape. My piercer actually was the one that came up with this idea. I originally had one right here and then another one right here, but I had to get this one taken out because it was rejecting. So instead of just having just this one, because I feel naked with this one, we both decided that I should get it going around my orbital bone because I just love my eyebrows and I love my eyes, so I just felt like it would bring a lot of attention to this area, and it definitely did, and people are obsessed with it. I never knew that it would get like that. I would get so many questions about it, but yeah. So they are 3 going along here. I have 1 tiny microdermal stud right here. I have a flat base stud right here, and then I also have a medium-sized microdermal on the top. She pretty much was the one, my piercer that is, was pretty much the one that came up with this whole design, kind of having a diamond, flat base diamond. So I had no anything with that, because I was even scared to even get it like this, because I was like, what if I don't like it? Like, what am I gonna do? Blah blah blah. But I love it. So microdermal, depending on your location in the state that you're in, will vary as far as price. So in New Jersey, microdermals go for $80. In Pennsylvania, microdermals go for $45. And when I got my shoulder microdermals, they were $25 a piece. So it really depends on where you are and your location to let you know how much they are really going to cost per location. So they can be very expensive in New Jersey. I believe New Jersey now, all of a sudden, microdermals are like illegal to get, at least in some parts of New Jersey. They're illegal to get, so you can't get them in a lot of piercing shops unless you go like more down south, or more like east coast of New Jersey, like more on the coastline, like seaside and all that stuff. I believe they still do microdermals around there, but I know like Central Jersey and everything, they don't do microdermals anymore. It's like kind of weird. I don't know what's really going on with that. I could be lying, but the shops that I went to, they don't do microdermals anymore for whatever reason that they have. So yeah, pain tolerance, I would say microdermals they're intense. Depending on the place and location that you get your microdermals can depend on how much it's going to hurt. I think and as a whole, microdermals hurt like a biatch. They hurt. They are quick. They take less than a minute. At least they are quick for me because I'm so used to getting them. But if it's your first time getting like a piercing or anything, you go straight for like a microdermal, girl, I would it's painful, especially if you get it on your face, and especially if you get it by your eyeball. Like, I would say the pain tolerance is probably like a 8 out of 10, depending on which one it was. This one didn't hurt as bad as it hurt up here. I feel like because I have less meat up here was the reason that it hurt a little bit more. And this one kind of gave me problems in the beginning. So that's another thing that I want to talk about is rejection. You have to be very aware of your location that you're getting your microdermals. You can't just get a microdermal anywhere, because if you are always brushing up against something, whether it's clothing, you know, whether you're always just hitting it and you're just not used to having it there or something like that, that is a main cause of rejection. That is the main cause of rejection. So a lot of times people love to get microdermals, but then they reject after like 2 or 3 months because you are not caring for your microdermals properly, and you are not being aware of your placement of your microdermals because of how it will act underneath your skin, as well as how it's going to act in the healing process. So I wanted to get it on my face because I'm so used to having, or I was so used to having the 2 microdermals right here. So I figured I kind of wanted to stick to, you know, having them on my face because I'm aware of them being on my face and I'm aware of them being on my shoulder now. So you have to be aware of where your microdermals are, because they are piercings that can reject out of your skin. So make sure that wherever you're getting your microdermals, you know that, you know, it's going to be there, so you are aware of what you're doing in that area. When it comes to the healing process, I would say my piercer said that it takes about 3 to 4 months for a microdermal to heal properly, before you can start to change the tops. Now, these tops I can change out whenever I feel like it. I don't, because I like the structure that these are right now. But you can remove microdermals as far as the diamond parts on the top of your piercing. You cannot remove the under base, which is the piercing part underneath the microdermals. There are 2 pieces to a microdermal. There is a flat base, which goes up under the skin, which is the first layer of your skin. And then there is a piece that goes on top, which you can kind of screw off because it's like a little opening in the top of your microdermal. So some people are getting kind of confused as to like if you can take a microdermal out or not. You can take out the tops of the microdermals, you cannot take out the base. In order for you to take out the base of your microdermal, which means getting your microdermal removed, you have to go to your piercer that originally did your piercing. You don't have to go to the same one necessarily, but you have to go to a professional that specializes in microdermals, because they will know how to properly remove it. You cannot just remove it by yourself. You cannot go to a random and get it removed. It has to be done by a piercer or a piercer. It's been a saying that you can't get your microdermal removed. You have to go to the ER, their emergency room, and they have to take it out that way. You can do that, but it's no point when you can just go back to your piercer. I love to use this wound wash piercing aftercare spray. I got it from a tattoo shop around my area. A lot of people like to use the H2O Ocean. Ooh, sorry, I believe that's what it's called, the H2O Ocean Healing Spray. I just like this one a little bit better. It's bigger in size, number one. You get better, you know, more products for the price that you're paying. This was about $15, but every location is different depending on what kind of spray that they have at that location. This is just what they had. They didn't have the H2O, but I actually really like this a lot better than the H2O. I just feel like the H2O spray was, it was literally like water in a freaking can, and I was paying like almost $20 for it when this one was $15 for a bigger size, and I feel like it heals a lot better. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to properly care and heal, properly care and heal, how to properly clean your microdermals. I purposely didn't remove the makeup or anything around my microdermals for the purpose of this video. So first I'm going to start with cleaning my nose piercing and my septum. So I'm just going to zoom in and just show you guys exactly what I do. So to begin, I just take a Q-tip like so, and then I just spray both ends of the Q-tip. And then I will start with cleaning my nose. So I'll just kind of push up my base. Ooh, I did not mean to take it all the way out. Okay, so I'll just push up a little bit on my base and then wipe off and around all sides of my nose piercing. Off the top and then around that. And then I will go along my septum and take off any excess makeup that I have off of there. I cannot see. My viewfinder is like way too small. Okay, so I'm just taking off any excess makeup that I have on my gem part, because sometimes it can be a little bit brown from like my foundation or something. And then that is all clean. And I also like to take a little bit on the sides, because you don't want to have any crusties going on, you know, from your healing in that area. Now moving on to my dermals, I'm going to take another Q-tip, spray both sides, and then let me move my hair. Okay, first I like to take the Q-tip and then just go around and just clean off the gems of each microdermal. First I'll go on the top, and then I'll kind of just swivel the Q-tip around. Trying to get underneath as much as I can. And that's how much makeup that was in my microdermals. And then I also like to take a tissue, just a simple tissue, and I'll just fold it in half and then go underneath with the tissue and going on all sides. This will get any excess makeup that you have that the Q-tip did not take away. And all you're doing is just getting a flat base like so, and just running it upward or downward, either or. And I do that for every single one. Yeah. Now you can always clean your microdermals like how I just did, whether you have makeup on or not. That is like the best technique I would say possible for cleaning underneath your microdermals, because like I said, if you have any excess makeup or anything underneath your microdermal like that, it can cause rejection. So always making sure that you are either spraying directly onto your microdermal or spraying onto a Q-tip and going around and cleaning. And I would do this morning and nighttime when you first get your microdermal, but after that you can probably do it like once or twice a day. Once a day, and you'll be fine. But always make sure that you get any excess makeup off of your piercings, whether it's a microdermal or a nose or septum or anything, because you don't want buildup and you don't want it to reject and get infected and everything like that. The last thing that I want to talk about was my microdermals on my shoulder. So I'm just going to kind of tilt my sweater over so you guys can see. So these are the microdermals on my shoulder. I did have 3 originally, but now I only have 2, and they go into my tattoo that I have wrapped around. My tattoo goes all the way around to my back. And these are the same, actually no, these are one size bigger than the biggest one that I have on my face. And I have 2 of them, and they look like this. I do the same thing with my Q-tip as far as cleaning, as far as getting underneath anything and making sure that it's thoroughly cleaned all the time. So that pretty much clears every question I think possible for microdermals and piercings in general. I just showed you guys the way that I have my piercings set up, as well as the designs of them and everything. So I hope that pretty much clears up any questions that anyone has. I hope this kind of inspires you guys to get, you know, different type of microdermals or piercings the way that I have them, or not. You know, it's your prerogative. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Definitely stay tuned for our next videos to come, and I love you guys always.